Hi guys, Happy New Year! For this, my New Year's present to all you guys, I wanted to talk about what to expect for athletes in 2019. We're going to talk about the life path characteristics of the three and what we can really expect with it, and just the beauty of some of these athletes right now. So let me start off with a three life path. And a three life path, pretty much those are the very creative athletes. When you think about the variety of talents that we see with some guys like Cristiano Ronaldo and Andrew Luck for starters, and I like to see if Chris Paul is also a three as well. But what to expect for 2019 and what's going to follow. So let me start off with 2019, the fact that this adds up to 12. But most of all, when you talk about numerology and its main characteristics, you also have to you have to reduce it to a single digit. And here, the 12, well, this forms a 3. This is where I'm getting the creative life path characteristics at, and these are the guys who I think are going to have a huge year. But not only that, but this year I do expect teams to win their third titles. I see this with some of the sports out there. Uh, so let me start off with the Champions League. We have Juventus here getting Cristiano Ronaldo, who is a three life path. Ronaldo, birthday of February the 5th of, no, it'd be 1985, because Real Madrid equals 85. That's why he played against Paris Saint Germain in the first place. So that is interesting to note in Pythagorean gematria. Pythagorean gematria equals 85. So point guard in basketball, Pythagorean gematria. Let me just spell this out, just so you know what system it is, and so you know what I'm talking about. And pretty much Pythagorean gematria is 1 through 9, which is A through I. So that's why the 85 is so significant in his birthday. So how do we add a 3-year life path? We've got 3 branches. We've got the month, we've got the day, and we've got the year. So let me start off with February. We have February and we have 5, and then we have 1985. And what's interesting about 1985, well, let me get to this. LeBron is not going to win the title. So let me show my work here and add up the digits. So that 9, 10, 23, that's 2 plus 5 plus, 5. And then we have 12, and then 1 plus 2 equals 3. So Ronaldo's a 3 life path. And I'm starting to see what happens here with some of these athletes and what I've observed. And Ronaldo's a really creative player. Obviously, he scored some outside the box. He's got the most badass free kick stance that I could tell. I even get more power from that position. I like his leg drive in his free kicks. That's really interesting to see from him. So he's a very creative player. I mean, headers and whatnot. Picking up 2 points, coming off the bench, not even starting, and being involved in a lot of assists this year. I mean, winning a game from the penalty box. I mean, so very, very creative player, and he is the missing gem, really, from a Champions League title. And so, if you can't beat them, then buy them. That's what Juventus pretty much did with Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, at 33 years old, he could have been in the running to go to Munich, because Juventus equals 33, and it is a Munchen that equals 33 in Gematria. So that's Munich in German. And really, if it wasn't Juventus, if you wanted to move on to another big club from another country, you'd go to Bayern Munich. If it wasn't Juventus, but being Mediterranean and all, being in the southern coast and all, it just Juventus was a perfect fit because I was the team number 2 in line to win the Champions League because we haven't seen Paris, we haven't seen Bayern Munich or City in the Champions League final in years. We've seen Atletico Madrid, we've seen Juventus. In 1 year, we've seen Liverpool. So Ronaldo is a 3 light path. He's going to have a big year this year for Juventus. Juve facing Paris Saint-Germain. PSG is 3 letters. Also, we have another guy that we're going to see have a really big Champions League this year. Neymar has same birthday as Cristiano Ronaldo. Interesting enough. I'd like to see what this year's birthday of February the 5th adds up to. See, it adds up to 9, but let's see. I mean, Neymar's not the same age, so that's why he's not a 3 light path. But I want to observe that he has the same birthday as Cristiano this year. So moving on to, this would be Juventus' 3rd Champions League title. And then we're moving on to the Colts and their 3rd Super Bowl title. Happy New Year. And we have Andrew Luck's birthday. He has a 3 light path as well, September the 12th of 1989, rather, I should say, 1989. So let me add up Andrew Luck's birthday and show you where I calculated the 3 light path numerology. So that's September and 1 plus 2. I don't know about that. I mean, I heard that Andy Reid was going to be our coach back in the day in 2013. Then he ended up going to Kansas City. They were saying that it was a sure thing that Andy Reid was going to be our coach. But then we hired Arians. So my point is a lot changes. Like Josh McDaniels, it was like a done deal that he was going to join the Colts, but then he drops out, and Frank Reich, comes in and helps out the Colts. So, let me get back to Andrew Luck's birthday of 1989. Obviously, that's going to add to 27 because we have Cristiano Ronaldo's birthday that I performed a second ago. And here we have the 3 branches, the day, the month, and the year. 2 plus 5, that adds up to 7. So let me perform the calculation and show to you how I calculate this. And so that's 9. Well, I'm going with the Colts. They're totally going to win the Super Bowl this year. Good luck with that. I mean, I don't know if it's going to really work out that way. Let's see. 1987, that's 10, that's 25. That's 7. I see 1989. That's 9, 10, 18, 25. That's 7. Yep. Let's see, that's 19. Let me check Andrew Luck. Let me double check. It seems like I thought Andrew Luck was a 3 light path before, but I got to go to the light path calculator. He may be a 1. I can show you that it can really be interpreted in different ways, whether it be the team's championship or whether it be the players' championship. But Ronaldo being a 3 light path makes Juve a certain lock to win the Champions League this year. So let me go to his birth year again and go to Andrew Luck's birthday. Let's see. I may be missing the 9 out in front. That's probably it. Okay, I'm just on the numerology calculator to be able to calculate your birthday. I have this right here. This is a light path calculator. So September the 12th. I think Andrew Luck is a number 1 light path. Let's see. How do they calculate this? Okay, I had 1985. That's why. Okay, you see that was my mistake here. That was 1985. So I'll be it. Okay, seven, seven. No, that's a seven. See, okay. Oh, I had 1987 there. That's why 1989. Okay, I missed that. So let me do this here. 1989. That should be instead. I mean, that should be 27. Yep. And then Andrew Luck is a three light path. So was I misread that right there. So Andrew Luck is a three light path. Luck is very creative, a kind of athlete. I mean, Luck is smart, throws downfield, hard count, audible at the line of scrimmage, whatnot. Just he beats you in a wide variety of ways. He's very mobile. He can go out and run. You saw him run sometimes last week. I mean, he's super amazing. He can extend the play in the pocket, and Andrew Luck is pretty mobile. He could throw downfield because Bruce Arians, likes throwing deep shots. So he got really good with the deep shots because his first offensive coordinator had a lot of downfield passing. And then he can beat you in a hard count like he did with Jadeveon Clowney. Need one more yard to, seal the game. Instead, he gets Jadeveon Clowney to jump off sides with no timeouts. He beats him with a hard count. He gets guys to jump. Just overall a really creative guy. And this is going to be a big reason why the Indianapolis Colts are going to win. It's time to pass the torch. As I've said at the start of the year, with the gematria lineup with the Colts to win the Super Bowl. Like, for instance, pass the torch equals 53, Luck upsets Brady equals 83. The only player that can be connotated with the word upset between Luck and Brady is Luck, right? Super Bowl 53, 5 plus 3 is 8. Tom Brady's the GOAT in football. GOAT is number 8 in the Chinese zodiac. He's going to retire with 8 Super Bowl appearances. That's exactly what's going to happen with Tom Brady here. In his 13th AFC title game, it's going to be Andrew Luck, and the Colts are going to win their lucky game number 13 for the season to reach the Super Bowl. Andrew Luck would win his 12th game since the 1-5 start against Tom Brady, number 12 in the AFC title game. And something else to document, too, is that Luck threw 39 touchdowns. Why didn't he end the season at 40? Well, someone's going to retire and he's going to knock him off because I completely nailed the script for the season here. And, when Brady beats San Diego, right, the big joke they are, he's going to play a playoff game number 39 against the Colts. This includes wins. This includes losses. And that's exactly what I see happening. This year sequence and just studying the year and studying the characteristics of what the year can bring shows that you got the gematria works. You see, it works perfectly. I mean, my video 2 years ago shows you, but bam, you can do it simply with gematria and without astrology and without using real numerology. So that's exactly what's going to happen here. And one big mistake, one big Brady is one big hit away from retiring. If he gets humiliated by the Colts, when they destroy New England in the AFC title game, what goes around comes around. I mean, 45-7. Then the Colts and their revamped offensive line and having guys on the bench and having guys on the field this time and having a much better defense than they were in week 5, and the Colts just look like a more dynamic team. It's going to catch New England off guard. Pittsburgh is nothing, right? Baltimore is one-dimensional, right? San Diego is a bunch of bottle job chokers, right? And Kansas City are clowns. Number 31 in passing yards allowed. They're a horrible mismatch against a top 5 offensive line. That's why against the Saints and the Colts, they would have gotten destroyed here. That's what's happening here. I have no idea. I really don't follow along. I don't give money to him and his Patreon. I don't ask people, to give me money, because the real numerologists here don't need to ask for any money unless if it's voluntary. So that's what's happened here. Yes, big things to expect here for light paths in for creative light paths in 2019. The art of the creative. PSG, three letters too as well. That's really helping out Neymar company. They want to play in the final this year and they get the job done in the Champions League knockouts. They're going to progress this year. So let me see what Chris Paul's light path is, because he may be the key to the title. Though James Harden is going to be MVP, it looks like. May the 6th. That is 5, that is 6, that is 23, that is 5. He's a 7. He's a 7 light path. He's a knowledge light path. He'd be really comfortable in solitude, and it seems like he wants to know. He likes learning things, and 7 is the light path numerology here. So let's see. That's what's happening here with Chris Paul. He's not a 3 light path, but I just wanted to go check. And I like to go see, of course, what kind of life path like D'Antoni is. See if he's got to put together a tremendous coaching job. I just like to see if this applies with Houston Rockets, but you can totally make the case with Indianapolis Colts and Juventus to add light path numerology into the discussion. I have no idea when the Suns are going to win, but they should represent. They should play an NBA. They should be able to get the number 1 pick. The Cardinals getting it, and the Suns getting it. I mean, 2019. I've noticed something with it. 2019 adds at the 39, and the Cardinals get the first draft pick, and the Suns get the first round pick. I mean, hey, Thomas, thank you very much. I'd like to go check out your blogs. I know I will after February. Once I get a little break here and, just take a break from a, big time of the year, but then NBA is coming up. So it's Arizona that equals 39. So this is why they're on the track to get the number 1 overall pick in the NFL. And that's why they're going to get Zion Williamson. They may have DeAndre Ayton, Zion Williamson, and Devin Booker, and a couple free agents from competing. The Lakers are going to win a 3-peat in 2022, 24 years later after Michael Jordan does it. 23 full NBA seasons would be played in between 1998 and 2022. So that's after LeBron wins the title, he's going to retire, and then Kyrie Irving's going to win the championship before he retires, since he's only got like 5 years left. Let's see what's happened with the Celtics. Yeah, they're just something this year, but the Celtics and the Rockets played after 33 games. I mean, it made it seem like there's going to be a narrative, but then after the Jimmy Butler trade, then it was pretty clear that the NBA wants the Rockets and the 76ers this year. Player team dynamics. Yeah, Juventus, there's no question about it. The team is all in, great chemistry, just great tradition. Indianapolis Colts are like the same way. Everyone believes in each other. They totally believe in their coach, their leader, their quarterback. It's going to rally the troops. The Houston Rockets, they're totally going to get it. This team is getting more and more confident as they continue to win more and more without Chris Paul in there. They got rid of the bum Carmelo Anthony. They bought in Austin Rivers. Maybe there's someone else like Condavious Caldwell-Pope. Maybe they may get Condavious Caldwell-Pope. I haven't looked into much of the Eastern Conference and all with the Charlotte Hornets, but they should be able to, because Kemba Walker can ball, and he's balling this year. He totally is. But I'm liking Rockets and Sixers. A Houston native, Jimmy Butler, should be able to play at his hometown against the Houston Rockets. But obviously, Chris Paul is the main storyline, and I wonder which number Chris Paul wears. I think Mike D'Antoni's a 3. That's really amazing. Then see, he has to be really creative with this team and how they've lost quite a bit of guys from last year that were really important to the team. My Mutin Trevor Ariza, although Trevor Ariza was not performing, but my Mike D'Antoni is a 3 light path that you have to look out for. So I will perform this calculation here. I won't need the. I have the right birth year listed out, so I should be able to do this. And let's see here. 9, 10, 15, 16. Let's stick with 16. 6 plus 1 is 7. I just do 1 plus 6. NBA likes their big markets, unless you're a franchise like the Suns or whatever, that's just like closest to being next in line. 9, 1, 5, 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. 8 plus 7 is 15. 15 plus 5 is 20. Okay, so he's a 2 light path. Mental math. 16. 6 plus 1 is 7. 15. Let's see. 8 plus 7. Just want to double check. 16. 6 plus 1, 7, 15, 20. Yeah, he's a 2 light path. Mike D'Antoni's a 2 light path, although maybe the jersey number connects with the year. So Chris Paul, let's see. Well, indeed, Chris Paul wears number 3, so maybe the jersey number ties into the year numerology. Paul's number 3 and what this year brings us. I think his jersey number has to do with it, with the year, even though we can't really tie in any creative light path numerology with 2019, but in a nutshell, this is what we can really expect for 2019, a 3-year and what 3 light paths can bring to the world of sports. And some teams out there winning their 3rd titles out there. And the Bryce Harper trade, one of Bryce Harper's a 3 numerology. That trade is really bad by the Dodgers, but it seems like they're opening the door for Bryce Harper to join the team. But they're going to go all out for this guy. October, 1 plus 0, 1, 16, 6 plus 1 is 7. That's 2 plus 1, that's 3. Okay, he's a 2 numerology. Okay, just want to check up on that. Yes, I'll just summarize here. Let me know what you think. I'm going to end the live stream here. I pretty much said all I need to say about that. Seems like the Dodgers are going to get Bryce Harper, but it seems like it's heavily coded for Bryce Harper to join the New York Yankees. I had him going to the Yankees earlier. But have to see, though, what lines up with LA and Bryce Harper. Giancarlo Stanton is already on the Yankees, so Aaron Judge and whatnot, and Hicks. The Yankees outfield is like filled right now, so Bryce Harper to LA is looking more like it. Maybe I'd have to go do a rundown on that. That's just something that I have to address on my earlier Dodgers over Yankees World Series prediction videos. So I'd have to go check that out as well. And thank you for watching.